Get ready to have your mind blown. Now, which came first? The chicken or the egg? What is the meaning of life? Is there a God? Will I always be single? All of these are very, very tough questions that science has yet to answer, but I know an even more difficult one. Do I bet on the Patriots winning or the Dolphins losing? Welcome back to another episode of Twilly's Takes. Today we're going to be going over the Week 9 game picks. Now this season, I have predicted 85 games correctly, 35 games wrong, and then the Cardinals-Lions game, which I don't want to talk about. So right there, that's a 70% chance of me guessing the games correctly. But I'm willing to put my pride aside and deduct the Patriots win. And here's why. Now if we change the 85 wins over to an 84 wins, and then obviously the half win for the Lions game, divide that by the 121 games there have been this year, that gives me a 69% ratio. You're welcome. Alright, straight off the bat, I don't do spread or over-under or those type of shit in my predictions. I just tell you straight up who's gonna win the fucking game. Now this game is one of the easier ones to decide. Now, after their last win against the Panthers, the 49ers are definitely feeling themselves, which is what I do whenever Cliff Kingsbury is on the TV. Now, I don't really count the Cardinals Stadium as a true home field advantage. The fans aren't that good, I should know because I've been to a couple Cardinals games. 49ers win this one with ease. Go ahead, bet on it. The home away from home for the Jaguars. Jags are 4-4, Texans are 5-3. On paper, the Texans are the better team. In their last game, though, Texans barely scraped by, beating the Jags only by 1 point. Speaking of one, Deshaun Watson is only going to be able to play with one eye, and another key injury is Juicy Jugs Watt. Now, I say that because he just tore his pec injury, and completely off topic, while I was researching for this video, I decided to look up some synonyms for boobs. And listen to some of these other words for boobs. Yabos, gozongas, lard packs, Aunt Jemimas. I'll stick with Juicy Jugs. Thank you, Urban Thesaurus. But in all seriousness, Gardner Minshew is looking like a true candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I think that there's no way that the Jags beat the Texans this time around. Texans are feeling hot right now. So the Vikings Chiefs game is completely dependent on one thing only, the Patrick Mahomes X Factor. If Patrick Mahomes plays this Sunday, which it's not looking like he will, then Vikings will win easily. But if he is playing, I still think the Vikings will win easily. Now that's not to discredit the Chiefs. They're a very well-coached organization, but just how well Kirk Cousins is playing against a pretty hurt Chiefs defense, I like the Vikings' chances, unfortunately. I'm not going to show it. I know you want me to show it, but I'm not going to show it. I know you guys remember what happened last year when the Eagles and Bears played each other, but I'm not going to show it. Now both teams are extremely desperate to win to get back into the playoff hunt, but I just think the Bears are just not looking good right now. Meanwhile, the Eagles came off a big win against the Bills. They're looking hot. Okay, fine, I'll show it.
And he hits the upright again. That's impossible.
God, I love Cody Parkey. Look, I seriously don't know what the fuck was going on with the Steelers during the first half of the Dolphins game, but the point is they came back and beat the Dolphins. Dolphins team who was trying to lose. How the hell do you run 8 guys on defense on a 3rd down? But with the Steelers playing a real team in the Colts, I don't see how the Steelers will win this. Colts will win and they'll hold on to the division lead over the Texans. Now back in the day, this was a pretty good Super Bowl matchup. But in the year 2019, this is definitely one of those games where I do not care. That being said, the Redskins' one win this season came off of a Dolphins team that was trying to lose. Meanwhile, the Bills are 5-0 against teams who are under 500. So make what you want out of that. I think the Bills win pretty handily there. Ho 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 ho! A combined 1 win between both teams. A true division matchup for the ages. This game is must-watch TV. You know, if watching the football equivalent of 2 mentally handicapped people fight to the death is your idea of must-watch TV. Now this game will be step 1 out of 2 on deciding who comes in last place in the AFC East. Step 2 is going to come December 8th when these 2 teams have to play each other again. But that being said, I truly feel that the Jets pull this one off. The Dolphins are purposely trying to lose. The Jets just don't really realize that they're complete ass. Now, with the loss of Kenyon Drake, the Dolphins are in full tank mode, and the Jets, I truly think that they're going to win this game in a nail-biter. You'll be biting your nails, mainly to distract yourself from having to watch this game. This is one of the few games this week where I truly can't get a good read on it. I don't know what to think of the Titans. I can't explain it. The team is so hard to predict. But what I can predict is that the Panthers are pissed off from getting publicly bent over against the 49ers last week. So you know that they're going to be coming into this game a little bit big-dicked. But I think the Panthers defense bounces back from last week. And a bold prediction here, Christian McCaffrey gets 4 touchdowns. Now, of course, those 4 touchdowns come when I'm playing against Christian McCaffrey in goddamn fantasy football. But hey, so I lose in fantasy this week, but the Panthers win in real life. Congrats, Brad. Alright, don't let the 27-20 score fool you. The Seahawks had this game in the bag during the first quarter. Falcons didn't stand a chance, just like the Bucks do not stand a chance to beat the Seahawks. Okay, Seahawks are at home. Another bold prediction here. Jameis throws 4 interceptions, alright? Watch. I think Russell Wilson is going to have a spectacular game, and they easily beat the Bucks. Next! Now, the Lions' defense is nothing special, and clearly neither is the Raiders' defense. We saw what Aaron Rodgers did a couple weeks ago, and we also saw what a one-eyed Watson can do to a Raiders' defense. I don't want to say this game is a shootout because I don't think the game will be high scoring, but I definitely don't think there's going to be any defense. I just think it's going to be the offenses fumbling over themselves to try to get a win. Now I think Stafford is the better quarterback, and I think he has the better weapons. And going from Detroit all the way to Oakland, you're going to need some weapons, let me tell you. Now obviously I think Eminem and Big Sean can beat G-Eazy, which again means the Lions beat the Raiders. Alright. One more time, a very bold prediction. Now call me crazy, but I still think the Browns can win the division. I know, crazy to think about. Now this is the game where it all begins. Now the Browns are sitting at 2-5, and the Broncos did just bench Joe Flacco. One of the trends I'm really enjoying this season is the fact that backup quarterbacks are coming out of nowhere and kicking ass. Gardner Minshew, Kyle Allen, Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater. Now I think unproven Brandon Allen is the one exception to that rule. I think the Broncos have pretty much accepted defeat at this point. Meanwhile, the Browns are desperate. They play the Bills next week and then the Ravens again week 16. All the other games are very easy and winnable games. If the Browns can win all their games, including the Ravens, which they already beat, it's still possible for the Browns to go 11-5. Now again, that's just a bold prediction. It might not happen, but it could. Just don't count out the Browns yet, okay? Browns win. So, this game right here, I don't like any of the teams that are playing. I think both teams are complete shit. But these two teams only play each other once every 4 years. And where I'm from back in San Diego, my friends and I, this is a national holiday. But throughout the history of this matchup, the Packers have been historically dominant. Now, do I think the Packers continue their win streak against the Chargers? Absolutely. However, I think that the Chargers are super desperate this week after just firing their offensive coordinator. Now, sometimes whenever a team fires their offensive coordinator, the offense picks up fast. However, like I said, I think the Packers win this one with ease. They're too hot right now. But the Chargers are not bad. To be fair though, they won last week off of a missed field goal, which is kind of ironic because throughout history, the Chargers have usually lost from missed field goals. But hey, I guess maybe this is a swing in the right direction, Now they're winning by missed field goals. Thank you, Eddie Pinheiro. I truly think that the Packers will win at their home away from home in LA. Alright, I know I made a joke at the beginning of the video saying that you should always bet on the Patriots to win. But this game, I seriously don't know. The Ravens are looking tough. They're pretty hot right now, winning their last couple games. And home field advantage is pretty huge in Baltimore. But I still just feel that the Patriots defense is too goddamn good. Now, I don't really have any quick-witted jokes to say about the Patriots Ravens game. As much as I hope that the Patriots lose. By the way, this isn't true. I don't love Tom Brady. I don't think that the Patriots are ready to lose yet. Patriots win this game. How about them Cowboys, baby? So the Cowboys lost to the Jets, so anything is possible here. Now, the only thing positive about the Giants is their run game, but the Cowboys just got Michael Bennett, so they're probably going to be able to stuff the run. Just like Saquon looks like he stuffed bricks into his goddamn thighs. Look at those thighs. How do you do that? I still think the Cowboys will ultimately win, but just based off how the Cowboys are so unpredictable, I think it's going to be a lot closer of a game than we think. So these are my picks this week. Let me know what you think. Which teams will win big? Which teams will lose? The Dolphins? Most likely. Have a great day, fellas.